Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. This is Afefe with Touch by Tarot, and I am here to do a year-end closeout going into 2024, setting intentions, reading, pick a card reading for you all. And the topic is one of the ones that we all, go to spirit with all the time in different areas of our lives, different reasons, and that is love and abundance, you all. So today's pick a card is going to be around what you can expect, what spirit wants to say, what the guides want to say to you about love and abundance for you in the year 2024. Okay, so I've got 4 leader cards. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. I'm so glad you're here. When I do pick a cards to save time, because literally it takes me, I've been at this for about almost a half hour, cleansing decks, getting things together and getting everything on the table, saving you that time from watching me do all of that flipping cards. I have everything in front of me, but I have not seen any of this other than the leader cards. I have not seen any of the cards. I see them when I interpret them for you. All right. So having said that, let's go in and see what messages you have going into 2024, what you can expect or what you need to be aware of around love and abundance. All right. For pile number 1, your leader card is a bowl. And it says the keywords here are plenty of material things. All right. And also, I was led to get little charms this morning. And the charm that came with this is a mermaid, if that pings some of you. Oh. Let's back it up. My camera's getting a little loose there. Hold on. Stay with me. There we go. Had to tighten up that setting. All right, so we have a bowl for pile number 1 with the mermaid. Pile number 2, your leader card is a 4-leaf clover. Great good fortune. Hold that up for you. All right, pile number 2. If you're drawn to that 4-leaf clover, and your charm that came is a moth. Put my hand up so you can see that a little better. A moth. Okay, with the 4-leaf clover, that's pile number 2. Pile number 3, you got an angel. It says spiritual guidance and protection from harm. All right, that would be for pile number 3 if you're drawn to that. And I pulled, believe it or not, I pulled an angel charm. All right. So, and it happened twice. This blew me away. For the 4th pile, I pulled the Dolphin card. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So some kind of karmic rewards there. For pile number 4, the Dolphins. And I pulled a Dolphin charm. All right. Kind of cool. Spirit's here. Spirit's going to speak on it. Okay, so let me put the charms aside and show you the leader cards one more time so you can pick your piles, and then we're going to go ahead and go in and see what the messages are for you. Again, one more time. Pile number 1 is this bowl, holding things, containing things, containers. Pile number 2, the 4-leaf clover, universal symbol of good luck, right? Pile number 3, an angel, protection. And pile number 4, the dolphin, reaping those rewards. Okay, so let's put these up top. Get to those in a moment, and we're going to go in on those of you who were drawn to this pile number 1, the bowl. Let's put that to the side. Keep that to refer to. And let's see what you got, pile number 1. You have a spark, electricity. You have travel. You have TikTok, a deadline, time running out. So that could be that spark. You may be feeling pushed to do some things, really, really open up and go for it in 2024 in love and abundance. We have loyalty, and I will show all of these to you. We have family. Wow, don't those go together? We have letting go. We have a bison for an animal energy that will help you. We have the hermit. That's that travel card. Relates to that. We have the chariot. Wow, pile number 1. this container for you, duality and justice. This is really interesting. Wow. Okay. You know, what I'm getting is overall going into this pile number one for you all. Remember, your bowl said plenty of material things. I think what's happening here is in 2024, those of you who were drawn to pile number one, there is a lot that is coming toward you. It feels like you're being rewarded for a lot of energy that you have put out around your family. This really does feel like some karmic payback. I mean, I'm looking at this justice card that came for you, right? It feels like some karmic payback is coming to you all in 2024. And it is because of situations that you have gone through with those you care about. And you've had to learn how to let go of what you could control and what you couldn't. You know, you've got, for some of you, this has been a tough time in your relationships. And some of you, I feel like, could even have lost family members or close friends in 2023, or even just recent years, like the past, I'm feeling like 2 to 3 years. All right. And it could even be pets as well. Let's not just, not just human form, but any loving connections that you have, relations that you've had. There's been a letting go period where situations have presented themselves that you really did not have much of a choice about it. And you got another with this bison. I'm sorry, I've got windows open, so excuse me for that traffic. It'll go away in a moment. But you've got this bison, and this is you having to go deeper into your spiritual studies. Love and abundance for you is you have developed a stronger feeling about what you deserve, and about how you are going to go about getting it, and you're going about it in a really practical way, and you're not letting yourself be influenced by what's going on in the world around you. There's this duality where you've had to learn how to look at things from two different perspectives. You've had to learn how to make choices that, it's like getting into that middle area. Things and people and situations are not all good or all bad, but in love and abundance, you've learned how to, as this comes to mind with the old folks, the elders, when I was growing up, they used to say, you have to learn how to take the bitter with the sweet, okay? But because you've done that, in 2024, pile number one, there is all of this momentum being built up, and there is a spark. There's something that's going to, an opportunity that's coming your way, an idea that's coming your way, a relationship, some kind of revelation that's going to spark and send you off in search of something that is your payoff. It's like giving yourself permission to go your own way, to do your own thing. These two very much relating to, remember we had that letting go a moment ago. So whatever that is, you've had to let go. For some of you, I'm also feeling, in addition to family dynamics, there's also been career issues here, because the Hermit is the card of Virgo, very much about what we do on a day-to-day basis, our daily routines, especially our jobs, and how we make money. And so there's some travel there as well. There is something where you are feeling pushed to make a decision, to make a choice. And I think that's why the duality is coming up, because as it relates to love and abundance in 2024, pile number one, Spirit is saying, yes, whatever this is, you're feeling the push to go ahead and make a choice, to make a decision. For some of you, this time is running out, may feel like you're facing a deadline around some life-changing event like retirement, or selling a home, or downsizing, or doing something that especially in relation to family dynamics. So for some of you, it could even be that if you've had a loved one pass on and there's property involved, you could be going through the changes of that and realizing what needs to happen, but it's happening at a rapid pace, or you're feeling the pressure to go ahead and make it happen. But the Chariot is like, okay, you've got this. Everything that you're setting in motion, everything that you've had to adjust to in relation to others, it's coming back in your own love and abundance, the way that you live your life. It's going to show up in your life in a way that says, I'm ready to move on. It's almost like for all that you have had to handle. All right, that's the word I'm getting in my ear. Handle. For all that you have had to handle, pile number one, there's a breath of fresh air. There's a release that's coming, and that might be the spark. There's a release that's coming that's going to send you off in a new direction. That travel. It's going to say, okay, now I did all of these things. I took care of my responsibilities. I've had to learn how to let go of what I could or could not control. And now I'm ready to do me. Now it's the spark of imagination of what your own possibilities are. And you are do this. I can't, emphasize that enough. Some of you may also, it's worth noting, some of you may be Libra, sun, moon, or rising, or have some Libra in your charts with that justice card coming. But justice ruled by what? Venus. And so there is this self-love. There's this, and ritual is, it feels like the self-love is going to reveal itself to you, love and abundance, in ways that are deeply spiritual. This isn't just about rewarding yourself, with a new car, or, traveling someplace that's just about, glitz and glamour. It's going to be about cultural connection. It's going to be about something that feeds your soul and lasts a long time, that your memories of it will really stay with you for a really long time. And I'm seeing travel again, because not only did you get the travel card, but let's think about that with that Chariot coming. So 2024, love and abundance, you're going to have the abundance to be able to allow yourself these things, plenty of material things, a bowl. This is what you have accumulated. It's like Spirit is saying, this is what is due to you, pile number one. It is time for you to enjoy some of the things that you have worked really hard for, and love and abundance is coming for you in some ways that you didn't expect. The Emperor, beautiful. And the Emperor, again, has that vision for how you want to live your life. Some of you have really gone through this period of that letting go that we saw, is this period of having to go back to square one as far as your own needs and your own desires, your plans for what you were going to do, because you've been so busy taking care of everyone else. And so the Emperor is coming with this vision of, you know what, it's my turn. And this love and abundance is you being able to show that to yourself. Ace of Wands, confirmation after confirmation. Okay? Ace of Wands, what fuels your passion? What lights you up? What gets you going? What gets your motor running? That's the love and abundance for you in 2024. And it comes from fresh opportunities to travel, to go beyond your boundaries, and to not be afraid to continue to do what feels right to you. This, in some ways, some of you are going to feel like this is a solitary time in terms of being the person who has to make that decision for yourself, where you want to go and what you want to do. But there is that duality where you've learned how to consider both sides of a situation. You're not just going to jump up and do something rash. You're going to do it because for you, it's having taken the time to consider others, but then recognizing what you are due. And man, do you have some good stuff coming for you. The door. You are traveling. Some of you are going to move into a new home or sell a home, or there's something where you are being rewarded in your place of abode. And for others, this is a spiritual door. This is you being shown a pathway, being shown the way forward to more love and abundance in your life, but showing up in not just meditating on it and doing affirmations, but like literally seeing things and people showing up in your life in 2024 that will bring you offerings, will bring you abundance, will bring you opportunities. And this love, the love portion of it, is because of what you did. Your loyalty is going to pay off, even if it didn't feel like it would, even if it felt, some of you have felt misused or, like taken for granted. And Spirit is saying, that understood, but by you being willing to let go of that and get into the duality that, hey, you know what, the situation and people are not all good or bad. Many of us are just doing the best we know how at any given moment, and that's what's bringing more love and abundance to you. That's what's going to keep you in 2024. Plenty of material things. I think you all are going to have opportunities coming toward you, and they're going to come out of the blue. Remember that spark that you got. They're gonna come to you just complete. You're gonna be like, what? Is this really happening? And the answer is absolutely yes. All right, pile number one. Beautiful, beautiful stuff headed your way. All right, moving on now. Pile number two. Those of you who were drawn to this four-leaf clover, universal sign of great good fortune. So they're right there in print, right? Great good fortune. And your charm was this moth, which is about transformation. It is about rebirth. It is a powerful symbol of resurgence and rebirth. Let's see what came for you. Can't wait. All right. We have stay. Some discipline going on there. Give. Feel like this is timing, signs, yep, synchronicities. This is going to be, timing's going to be very powerful for you in love and abundance next year. Fears, somehow that's related there. Waiting, okay. Wild, giving yourself permission to let loose. Oh wow, check it out. All right, we're going to get into this. You know how I get, if you've been with me or if you're new to me, when I get duplicate energies from different decks, that's why I work with multiple decks. That's one reason Spirit speaks very clearly to me. So you just got that fear in one deck, and here we go with fears with another. Let's put that over here. We're going to get to it. We're going to dig into that. Because that, again, the topic is how do you get your love and abundance in 2024. So this is something that's going to have to get dealt with. We have dog, companionship, waiting for companionship. All right. We have the Eight of Swords that ties right into those fears. We have the Ace of Pentacles, thank goodness, and compassion. All right. So that's where you're headed. This is the advice from Spirit. I'm going to put that to the side. Let's go into this fear, because we have like total confirmation of that for you all. Four-leaf clover. Some of you may be really, really feeling like you need a break, in a breakthrough in luck. Because again, I showed you these two cards, and then on top of that, in tarot, you got the Eight of Swords, which is definitely a card of feeling bound up. See, just tied up, don't know where to go, don't know how to make that choice, feeling a little overwhelmed and a little anxious. I want to know a little more, Spirit, about what is the root of that for pile number two. What is all of that stemming from? What is the root of that? The Six of Cups. Okay. And the Four of Cups. Okay. So love and abundance for many of you, pile number two, it is tied to some situations that you've gone through that, because of your fear of being hurt again or abandoned or just not getting what you thought you were going to get. The Six of Cups is, that thing, reassessing what happiness may have looked like in the past, but then also feeling like time has passed you by. It's a card, we talk about nostalgia. It's a card where we can look back at what used to feel really good, what we used to have. For some of you, this is aging. I feel like it's aging, or it is monetary love and abundance. It is, you may not have as much as you used to have. Some of you may be, who chose this pile, may be on fixed incomes. And so a lot of what you used to feel free to do, now you have to think twice about it. And that's where that Four of Cups is coming in, where it kind of makes you, you get stuck. Like, I don't even want to bother anymore. I don't want to put myself out there anymore because I don't want to risk. I am afraid of being hurt. I don't want to spend the money because I'm afraid of where my, how am I going to replace it? Or will I have enough to be able to take care of all of my responsibilities? There's something related to, for you, for this pile, you're feeling like You're looking backwards more than looking forwards. And there's also a period of waiting where a lot of you are, and that's tied to the Four of Cups as well, I should say, because it's a card where it's not that we don't have opportunities, it's that a lot of times we pray and we wait for things to come to us because we don't feel powerful enough or trusting enough to go out and get it. We don't want to shake up the apple cart. We want to just be able to, look, admire the apples, gather a few, and be kind of orderly about it. But there's a boredom sitting there. That stay card, which was my first card for you, it feels like you're in a holding pattern. Many of you have felt like you're in a holding pattern, and it is because of these fears that you have about if you give too much of yourself, and I think that some of you may have done that in the past, your love, your money, your time, your attention, your resources, and then it gets depleted. And so there is this loneliness that I'm feeling around some of you. Notice we have the dog, that companionship, needing companionship with the waiting. All right. Some of you are waiting for that. That is love and abundance. You feel that your existence in relation to having someone else is directly impacting your ability to feel abundant, to feel loved and abundant. And I think what's happening for you in 2024, Spirit is saying, look for some different signs, look for some different directions to take to fill your cup, to really have your cup runneth over with what makes you feel loved and what makes you feel abundant, because there is a wild child in you that really wants to get out. There is a need for you to tap into that part of you that can give yourself permission. Going back to that Six of Cups. Remember, when we were kids, we didn't really think about, we didn't have the responsibilities of thinking about long-term consequences and long-term plans. We could be a little wild. We could be imaginative. The world was our oyster in some ways, right? Even if we were being, we knew that we could get in trouble if we did too much or we went the wrong direction, but it was the spirit of the thing that you're longing for. And that in 2024, there is something that's going to begin to open up for you to take, because that staying pattern that you've been in, you are ready to move. And I say that because I saved these two cards. I felt like this was directly your advice going forward. We have that compassion and we have that Ace of Pentacles, love and abundance. Materially, how love shows up. People show up who love you. Circumstances show up in your life in tangible ways you can point to and say, I know that I'm experiencing love. I love life. I love what's happening around me. And that is too a form of abundance. But there's compassion that's tied into that as well. And I think the compassion is both for yourself and for the people and circumstances around you, because this compassion, that she's having, notice even the different shades of her face. It's like taking into consideration not just yourself and how things have impacted you in the areas of love in your life and abundance, your monetary abundance, the abundance of good health, the abundance of good friends, good family, the things that make you feel secure in your life. But there's a measure of compassion that Spirit is saying, if you don't have that already, Spirit wants to show that to you and blossom that for you in 2024 so that you will feel more change. Thank you, Spirit. I knew it. They want you to know there's change on the horizon, pile number 2. Really, there's change on the horizon, and you will step out of this pattern of fear that has built up for you, because for some of you, it's felt like being abandoned. There is this loneliness and almost like you've just given up hope almost in some area of your life. Like, will I be loved again? Will I have Queen of Swords, making decisions to move forward, being clear, being rational, operating from your heart, but also operating from your mind, making plans around love and abundance and how much you deserve it. With the Page of Wands, exactly. The Page of Wands, that is tying into that Six of Cups that we had a moment ago as well, because the Page of Wands is that almost childlike positivity, willing to take the risks. willing to meet new people, do new things, willing to invest in something that maybe you might feel a little like, ooh, I don't know, those fears kicking in again, but it really is a change. And you going past the things that used to make you really, I almost feel like for some of you, you just got shut down in some way. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. You've been in a space of assessing, that Seven of Pentacles, assessing who you could trust, what you could do, how it's going to last, what you can count on. And to some extent, because in the past you have had some things that they didn't tickle, I think these are some people who left you, either because it was their time to leave, but there's something where you have not felt accepted. There is something around needing the good luck and the good fortune. That's what drew you there. It's almost like luck being something that you can't strategically make happen, but you can walk out your door one day and boom, there it is, the good luck. But Spirit is also showing that this good luck is something that you can help manifest in 2024. The Lovers. For many of you who chose this pile, this is about love, actual partnership, having someone show up who can love you. But there's a fear that you have around being shown compassion. I think for some of you, you were not treated very well in some of your past relationships, or even the one that you are in right now. If it is, going through a tough patch, and there may be some things that you're having a tough time dealing with that are stressing you out. But I keep going back to these two, this Ace of Pentacles with that change. Love and abundance is going to offer itself back to you in a very fortuitous way in 2024, pile number 2. But the thing is, what Spirit is saying is, you have to be compassionate with yourself. Some of you are very hard on yourself, and you've blamed yourself for things that really were not your doing, in terms of some of the anxiousness that you felt and some of the situations that you've been in. You blamed yourself, and it didn't belong to you. You weren't at fault. Awareness. Okay? So Spirit wants to bring that to your awareness. Having compassion is understanding that you did the best you knew how to do. And so did the other people. So did the circumstances, Those things that left you feeling that way, there is compassion. Interestingly, it just on a different, I pulled whole different deck. I did my Instagram post this morning, and loving compassion was a card that came up. Again, whole different deck. So you might want to if you're on my Instagram, you might want to take a look at that as well. But compassion is your key, pile number 2, to love and abundance in 2024. It is there for you. It will show up for you. That change that we saw, the new opportunities are ready to come through for you. But there is also you can't just wait for it to come to you. There is going to be, many of you are going to really wake up to that compassion for yourself to say, I deserve better, and now I am ready to experience it. I'm ready for love and abundance. I know better now what to do with my heart, my time, my money, my resources. I know how to take care of it, and you will not make the same mistakes that you may have made in the past. Okay? All right. Pile number 3. You wanted the angel. And I pulled an angel charm for you all as well. Yeah. All right. So angel, pile number 3. And it says spiritual guidance and protection from harm. Love and abundance. Very interesting that you chose that. Can't wait to see what Spirit says here. We start out with the ancestors, the eye of creation. Talk about angel. Whew. I love when Spirit does that. All right. So clearly for you all, pile number 3, these are high energies that are coming in. These are definitely spiritual energies that are coming in. We have a commitment, a long-term relationship that is the commitment to your bloodline. We have nostalgia. Wow. There is so much old soul energy that's coming up for you all. a breakup, alchemy, and then a reunion. Whoa. A chameleon, change, alchemy. Two cards of change here. Chameleon and alchemy. And then we have the Ace of Cups. All right, that's the goodies coming in, love and abundance. With the Three of Wands, so it's going to grow for you, and prosperity. All right, now, this is a beautiful, beautiful reading, pile number 3. This is 150%. Your guides and your ancestors are standing up in this reading for you all. Whew, I got to take a sip of coffee on this one. This is amazing. Your love and abundance in 2024, pile number 3, is going to come through you developing a stronger connection to your ancestors, to your angels and guides. They have a lot to say to you, and they really want to guide you to treating love and abundance as with wisdom. They have a lot of wisdom to offer you, because there is something that there's been a breakup and there's nostalgia. Let's deal with that first, okay? So for some of you, there is still that sense of, when we talk about love and abundance, there's ex relationships, or things that have been done in the past, money lost, jobs lost. That could be a breakup as well, where it has left you long-term commitment. It's left you a little, I don't like the word scarred, but let's go ahead and use that temporarily. It's kind of left you in a space of longing and thinking about what that means, and the potential for a breakup once you've really committed to something. For some of you, this could be the outgrowth of a divorce, and still dealing with the after effect and the impacts of a divorce. Feels more like a divorce than death, or something, because that's the breakup and the nostalgia with that commitment. These three together, it feels like there's something where you are still going through what, that coulda, woulda, shoulda, like what could have been, why did it have to happen that way? And your ancestors want to say, first of all, your ancestors and angels, because we pulled angel is your leader card. Angels and ancestors are here. Okay. That these were experiences that your soul needed. And I know for us who walk a spiritual path, we hear that message so often, especially when it gets to difficult stuff. But this is what, this was part of your soul contract. This is a part of what you agreed to. And okay, fine. You can kind of wrap your head around that, but that doesn't make it hurt any less, right? It doesn't make it any less impactful. But what they're pointing to here is the eye of creation. In 2024, there is an opportunity for you to take the wisdom that you have gained from this breakup situation, from all of that. Take that wisdom that you've gotten, that you've learned. You will never repeat that. That pattern is gone. You will never feel that pain again. You will never repeat that, go down that same road again. Not the same road, but we're talking about love and abundance. So in order for you to reconnect, if that's still a goal of yours, is to have love in your life, to be prosperous again. I feel like for some of you, if this was a divorce, you may have come out on the short end of the stick. You may not have gotten what you feel you invested, what you feel you deserved in that situation. You may have had to walk away or been pushed away with less than what you deserved. But the ancestors are aware of that. And this eye of creation is saying, keep your eye on the prize, because moving forward, there's this change. There's this alchemy that came for you. Remember that? And the chameleon. You are going to change in 2024. There's something about your ability to adapt and your ability to shift your perspective about what attracts love and abundance to you, what it means to you, and how you hold on to it. And there's something about it that there's a reunion here. I'm going to pull a little more on that, because I feel like the reunion is with some part of It's either someone that you've known in the past who represents that lightness of spirit and that wisdom around being loved, having abundance, the alchemy, this change in this alchemy, that it could even be a spiritual teacher. For that's it. For some of you, 2024 is going to be where you are ready to truly dive into studies around the law of attraction and the I forget the name for it, but it's where you really study like rewiring the brain to get past some of those childhood traumas, adult traumas and breakups, things that for some of you this could even go back to your childhood where you witnessed the breakup of parents, that you could have been a child of divorced parents. It might not have even been your divorce. It could have been what you witnessed, and that it really stuck with you. It really informed your opinion about relationships and having lasting love and abundance. But this reunion, I want to see what that is about. Why is reunion here, Spirit? What does that mean in relation to this alchemy that we see? Ten of Swords. Yeah, this is, and the Three of Swords. Okay, got it. This is that sadness again. Woo! Okay. You all went through it. Pile number 3, my heart goes out to you because you really went through it. That clarity on the reunion is you growing in relation to your spirit guides to help continue to heal that feeling. Because I think for some of you, there's been, I don't want to say you slacked off, but I could say for some of you, you might have felt frustrated and feeling like you're not as connected as you used to be or as you wanted to be, because you've been distracted, or sometimes pain just takes over. That's that Three of Swords. Sometimes pain just takes over, and it's really hard to stay attuned, spiritually, and to hear the messages and to stay motivated to grow ourselves spiritually when we're hurting. But that 10 of Swords is good because what that says is that's done. When you get to a 10, that's the end of that cycle. Numerically, 1 plus 0 goes back to 1. So it's like starting over. It's like hitting reset. For those of you that chose this angel, you are hitting a reset. And that guidance, that spiritual guidance and protection from harm, your love and abundance is because this reunion is about remembering, getting back in touch with the excitement that you once may have felt over recognizing that spirit guides are real, that your ancestors are still with you, that they never fully leave us, that is real. That is a real phenomenon. And so the parts of you that have felt tied up at times with some of this hurt, 2024 is bringing you in this opportunity to truly change, and you're going to do it. You're going to change. There's this alchemical process that's already starting, and it starts because it blossoms, I should say. It's already started, but it blossoms because of this tie that you have with your ancestors, that you're going to recognize that they are the source of your prosperity. That prosperity is yours, and whatever was taken, whatever feels like you had to give up in that, or what you saw being taken away, this breakup nostalgia and this commitment card, long-term relationships, the way those 3 came together with that 3 of Swords. So there's that painful element right there, but there's the end of that pain with the 10 of Swords. Here's this change coming in, and the change brings the prosperity of love and abundance. Prosperity of love, Ace of Cups, and abundance, 3 of Wands, which is the opportunity for growth. It is absolutely moving. This is what happens to you as you go through this alchemy. So this is you undergoing some fundamental shifts in your psyche that you are going to feel very connected to your psychic development, to your guides, to the messages that you receive from your guides, to your dreams. You're going to start to believe more, the eye of creation, that you are a co-creator with the universe. And this is what brings you that protection. This is what makes you feel protected, because you are receiving that spiritual guidance. And that guidance is showing up for you so clearly in 2024 to get you into this state of prosperity. And because your prosperity comes as you go through this alchemy. The more that you are willing to, and what is alchemy? Alchemy is taking things in one state and changing them. You know, adding something to them, working with them in a way that they change. So say alchemy in terms of a relationship. You got two people who come together with their own ideas, patterns, beliefs, but then together they form the relationship. There's the alchemy that relationship reflects the alchemy of these two individuals who are willing to adapt, change, compromise, negotiate, and stretch their souls in order to develop a lasting relationship. That's alchemy. That's one example of alchemy. Financially, because we're talking about abundance as well, this could be you diversifying your money. You know, some money in a checking account, some in a savings account, some in investments, right? You know, saving some for a rainy day. It could be an alchemy of how you build your nest for yourself and how you treat your finances. It could be deciding, going through your home and deciding what you can keep and what you can sell or what's no longer serving you. Alchemy. It is changing and shifting one state of being into another. That's what's happening, and that's what your ancestors are 100% ready to do with you and for you in 2024 in love and abundance, pile number 2. I feel like I want one more card to close out. Beauty and grace. Wow. They want you to remind yourselves, male or female, however you identify. This is not just because, but they're talking about beauty and grace in terms of how you feel. Your ancestry, your guides, and for some of you, this is in particular, if you have a female guide or a feminine guide that you identify with, that's who's speaking here. And they are coming through with such dignity, such wisdom, and they are acknowledging the sadness. Here we go. We have it confirmed again. There you have. You've got this sadness. And remember, we just had that 3 of swords there. Your guides are saying they understand why you need their guidance and why you need to be protected. They understand that because of this breakup and this betrayal and this, if it didn't happen directly to you, it is what you witnessed, and it has caused long-term sort of a holding back, or you know, where love and abundance are could be more in your life. It's sort of put up a gate because of this sadness. So the alchemy that you are going to go through is to relieve yourself of that sadness. Identify it, face it, and release it. And one way to release it is to replace it. One of the best ways to do it is, because remember, that's what's waiting for you. That's the end game. So you replace the sadness with affirmations of abundance, with pictures of abundance, with following people on social media who are all about positive abundance and attraction in ways that make sense to you. You know what I mean? It's changing. The alchemy is changing yourself inside out, and a reunion with them. A reunion with understanding that you are guided and protected, and that they can show you, the guides, your ancestors can show you the way to prosperity, to love, that you will not be a victim of someone else's machinations. Because remember, so angels are really big for you all. If you have, angel jewelry, if you have a candle, whatever it is that you do to invoke your angels and the feeling of being covered angelically. For some of you, I see you with, I don't know why it just came, malas, like beads, the mala necklaces, where you can count the beads as you say your prayers of protection. There's that. It's anything that brings you closer to your source, to those protective energies in your DNA, and you relying on yourself to move forward and be willing to go through the alchemical process to change and get yourself to the next level. All right. And finally, pile number 4, those of you who chose the Dolphin. And I even had a little dolphin charm that came through for you all. All right. So it says financial gain, and it usually comes from something you did in the past. So seeds that you've planted, karmic actions that you took, and now it's your turn to reap the rewards and the benefits. Pile number 4. Let's see how your cards came. Divine time. Whoa. Wow, we're getting confirmation already of that karma. The cutoff. I think those two relate. It is time, like boom, time now. Let's go. Anxiety, scared panic. Maybe that's what's being cut off. Let's put that right there. Energy, affection, sadness. Maybe that. Okay, I'm gonna put that there with that cutoff. I see a theme developing there. A free message. The polar bear. Wow, that is so protective. I love that. Ancestors, it says. The polar bear ancestors. If you went for the dolphin, you all might also, pile number 4, you might also want to check out the pile on the angel. It was very strongly related to the ancestors and guides and having an ancestral presence in relation to abundance and love in 2024. We have the hangman, and we have some good luck coming your way. Yes, let's take it with the star. Okay, so this is what we're headed toward. Let's get over here to the root of some of this other stuff. Affection in divine time, and your energy, the energy of your ancestors being re-energized. And the free message is you trusting yourself to develop you trusting in divine time to be willing to open yourself up to this affection, to have displays of affection. For some of you, this has been, I think this is coming out of COVID. For some of you, because I'm seeing that now that I see all the cards together, this cutoff for me is feeling like you have been, for some of you, you have felt cut off, and this could have gone back to COVID. You could feel like life for you has changed drastically since the pandemic, because this cutoff for you caused and maybe continues to linger anxiety, feeling cut off, feeling isolated, feeling like life has changed, and it's created that sadness. All right, that's why I'm feeling definitely a line of energy in these 3 cards. And different decks. That's why I do it. I'm very grateful that Spirit speaks to me that way, because I know when I see themes and they're coming from these different decks, I know that we're on to something. I know that we see what we're seeing, right? So this being cut off, but now Spirit is saying in divine time, there's an opportunity for you to experience connection, because look at the difference of energy there. Affection. Who are you showing affection to, right? There's got to be an other. You can't be cut off in that situation. There has to be an opportunity that's coming. And this free message, I want to get a deeper card on that, please. Why is free message here? A crossroads. Yeah, okay, got it. Because in 2024, you're at a place, talk about divine time. You're at a place where love and abundance is your approach to it. You're going to be ready to embrace that approach to it. And it may take a different approach. If for instance, if you're single and you're ready to date again, you may need to date outside of your race. You may need to date and consider what your options are. It could be someone who comes from a different background, or maybe there's an age gap. There could be something, but it's there. That crossroads is you having to look, I could go this way or I could go that. And it's making that decision with divine time. Understanding that if that person has not appeared in your life yet, or there's some questions around it, this free message is saying there will come a time and it will approach, but you're going to have to choose it in order to go towards this affection, this love, this abundance. And there's the energy of it. that's going to give, you're going to be assisted by your ancestors. There's this protective energy, because when you get afraid to do it, that part of you, that anxiety kicks in, because hey, I've been alone so long, I've been cut off so long. Maybe you got hurt really bad in the past, in love or money or both. And so that sadness is sitting there as a block, and your ancestors are coming through to say, okay, we're going to blow you some serious energy, bring you some serious energy, protective, that's going to give you the bravery to be able to get to that crossroads and make some decisions to say, I want more love and abundance in my life, and I'm ready to go out here and get it. There is the hangman and the star. Beautiful combination together, because they are speaking to the idea that in order for you to go forward and embrace, get to this crossroads and feel like you are making a good choice, and so that when you do choose what option and which path to take, you feel very certain about it. But that's kind of in line with the hangman, because the crossroads is sort of when the hangman takes a moment to consider what the options are and to wait for that divine time and enlightenment from the ancestral realm, from the guides, okay, from the universe, to wait until it's divine time for you to make your move, for you to make your choice and commit yourself to going down a certain path towards this love and abundance. So the star says it's coming. Keep your optimism, keep your faith, keep your hopes up. For if some of you Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, I think somebody was telling me Pluto's getting ready to enter Aquarius, or already is in Aquarius. Pluto being fundamentally transformational. Aquarius having to do with the big picture and doing things that impact the greater good, the greater whole. There's a part of you that your ancestors are coming through to say, with this protective energy, that they see you as deserving so much, and they want to put you out in the world. This being cut off is going to end. They're saying enough of that. You've got to get out in the world, and they want to give you the energy to do it, the energy boost to do it, because something has had you cut off. Something's had you feeling isolated, and it could be literally, where you live in a more remote area. There could be all sorts of reasons. You kind of get used to working from home or being home a lot, and then the reasons to get out, you just sort of, life changes. But Spirit is saying life is going to change again. That love and abundance for you in 2024 is life changing again. And there's good luck with the black cat, no less. So hold on to that, harness that, believe that you do deserve a break. You deserve a shift in luck. You deserve these things coming your way, people coming your way, that when you choose this direction, that you will go in the direction that you're led, that brings you good fortune, that brings you abundance, that your money multiplies, that your love life flourishes, that you are shown affection. And remembering too, affection is romantic, but it is also, the hugs that you get from friends, the joy and symmetry between you and pets. But there's definitely a turning away from anxiety, that your ancestors and your guides are reminding you just how much they are there for you, how solid they are for you, how protective they are for you, and that it's okay for you to begin to get back out there. Don't let that anxiety stop you. Don't let the worries about what if. Knight of Cups, absolutely. Love coming for you. Good times, laughter coming for you. And the Two of Wands. There's a vision that they're going to give you. You just got the Two of Wands and the Knight of Cups. This is going after the things that make you feel good. Love and abundance, right? Building that vision for yourself. But the way that you do that is by being energized, allowing them to re-energize you. Because for some of you, this cut off and this isolation, this sadness has literally sapped your energy. It has sapped your physical, your mental, and your spiritual energy. I'm also feeling for some of you, if you have put on some pounds, either because you've been working from home, more sedentary, or somehow in any way that your health could have been impacted by this, Spirit is saying that is another area where that energy, that freedom, that that opening up that you're going to go through in 2024 that brings you toward the gains that you have coming to you. There is definitely a sense of coming out of a period of being cut off and hibernation, and knowing that you are protected and having the ability to enjoy other people's company, enjoy the different forms that affection will take, and trust yourself when it's time to take that crossroads. Taking the time right now to consider all things in divine time. Don't allow yourself to get frustrated. Park anxiety to the side, because if you believe in good luck, believe in good luck. That's your free message. Spirit, what else do you have for pile number 4 before I close out? We have the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh. Right? Partnering again. Where's my affection card? Where is it? There we go. Two of Cups, affection. Remember, you also had the Knight of Cups, moving towards you, good feeling moving towards you, love moving towards you. Okay? 100%. And it's about you taking the step to break the bonds of how you have felt. Three of Pentacles. Work. For those of you who are looking for work, or looking to expand your work, or looking to go into business for yourselves, there's your abundance. It takes time with the Star. It's going to take some time and some optimism and some planning and a vision for you going forward, but it's there. The Two of Cups. It's absolutely there. And the good luck is on your side. The protection is on your side. And that reminder that things will come together in divine time. So what feels for you like forever, if you've been waiting forever for this affection for your partner, your life partner, etc., or your stability, your business to take off, whatever it is that brings you, that you identify love and abundance with at this time, it is in motion. And our final card, I felt like I needed one more, is Temperance. Wow. First of all, Temperance ruled by what? Sagittarius. That is when we are, I'm taping this video. So we are in Sagittarius season. Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter. So it is a card of growth. It is a card of luck. Jupiter rules, many people associate the planet Jupiter with good luck and good fortune. All right. So it's all there for you. It really is there for you, pile number 4. It's just for you, the key is being ready to go to that crossroads and make a decision for your path going forward. It comes down to that, right? Because Spirit can help you. They can bring you the good luck, and they can bring you the protection. All right. But ultimately, it's you that has to take the steps, that has to make the choice, that has to face the task at hand. And for you all, it is getting past what feels like where you've almost just become accustomed to being alone, or feeling cut off, or feeling like an outsider, or feeling like, okay, this is just the way it's going to be because things are taking so long. But in actuality, things are moving along. It's just in divine time. That was a very powerful message for you all. All right, pile number 4. And again, I highly recommend that you check out pile number 3, that angel, because of the connection with the ancestors and the guides, the way the messages came through for those. Alrighty? All right, wishing you all the best as we close out 2023. I hope that this was helpful for you. I'd love your feedback. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you really, really soon. Bye-bye.